We welcome you to the Augusta Civic Center, the home of UMA Moose basketball, as Munsing Media Sports brings you YSCC basketball action. Everybody, I'm Rob Munsing. I'm joined along here with Nate Munsing as we get set high above courtside to bring you the action of this in-state rival game, as the Moose will take on their rivals from Central Maine Community College. Both teams have a game under their belt in YSCC action, and it happens to be against the same opponent. The Knights came down from Vermont Tech, played them in a doubleheader, a game, not a doubleheader with one of the teams, but a doubleheader at Central Maine Community College, the first home game for UMA Moose, 74-71 win for Vermont Tech, and then on Sunday the Mustangs handled Vermont Tech by about 30 points in a win down at Kirk Hall. So these are the two teams that we cover. We're glad to be able to bring you this Moose call here as we get underway for, I think, about our 7th season of doing UMA basketball. We want to thank all the fine folks here at UMA for helping us out with our broadcast, and we welcome new coach Jim Seavey to the bench area here for the women. He'll be looking for his first victory, but a longtime coach, Nate, here in high school, an excellent high school career at Greeley and many other stops, as well as an assistant with Gary Fifield at the University of Southern Maine. So, Coach Seavey, welcome to the Moose, and the Moose women's program is in good hands with Coach. On the other hand, Andrew Morong brings in his high-powered Mustang troops, and we should be in for an up and down the court basketball game. Want to welcome all our fans who are watching, whether you're watching on Munsing Media on Facebook, on Twitter, or whether you are watching here on the UMA Moose Facebook page, where we'll be sending all of our basketball games for this year. Well, the teams have gone about their warm-ups. You see the Moose and the Mustangs getting set. They'll have introductions. Roger will bring you the introductions once more from the floor, and we'll get our game underway here very shortly. 3 officials, of course, assigned here, and we're looking forward to a high-powered game here. As we said, the common opponent is the Knights from Vermont Tech, and the Mustangs beat them handily. That was in a rough game. That if you were watching our Mustang call of that one, boy, I've never seen it, Nate. This one girl from the Knights fouled out, and I asked Patrick Dexler, and I knew he would know. Patrick, how many minutes did this girl play? He said she played 13 minutes and fouled out of the game. She came off the bench, so it was a little bit of a rough game here, but certainly we're going to be in for a good one here as we get set to bring you this one here. We'll get the player introductions. We'll bring them to you as we get those down the floor. I want to welcome Nate back to our basketball broadcast. Nate hasn't been able to work in this year as he started a new business. He's been busy, but he's back after it. So Roger's going to do the introductions. We'll pick them up as Roger brings you the introductions. First, the Mustangs.
Central Maine Community College's Mustangs versus your UMA Moose. The YSCC Sportsmanship Creed. The YSCC promotes good sportsmanship by student athletes, coaches, and spectators. We request your cooperation by supporting the participants and officials in a positive manner. We
want to let you know that our scoreboard that we have up right now, it is up and going, and looks like it's going to be taking the data right out of the board down below us. So if you see that go off wire there, we'll try to get it fixed up. Let us know, and we'll try to fix it. We had a funny one last week at one of our football games where we tied in the scoreboard and the data came out backwards, so that we didn't notice until the first 2 touchdowns were scored by one of the teams, Nate, and we started getting all this stuff on Facebook, people going, you get the score wrong, and it somehow got crossed, so we had to go in and fix it. So here come the starting lineups.
A guard from Riviera Beach, Florida, number 2, Tatiana St. Louis.
Tatiana St. Louis gets to start tonight at guard.
Harrison, Maine, number 4, Kristen Huntress.
Kristen Huntress, the veteran guard from Harrison, Maine.
Wells, Maine, number 20, Natalie Thurber.
Natalie Thurber out of Wells High School.
From El Paso, Texas, number 24, Rebecca Davila.
Becca Davila.
4 from Tilburg, Netherlands, Number 34, Elena Toole.
And Elena Toole out of Tilburg, Netherlands. And now for the Moose.
And now for your UMA Moose.
Roger getting into it this
He
year,
is,
Rob.
yeah.
Guard from Rockland, Maine, number 11, Hope Butler.
Number 11, Hope Butler. Rockland Tiger. Well, they're not Rockland Tigers anymore. Rockland, of course, now goes to Oceanside.
Sydney LeBlanc.
Sydney LeBlanc out of Madison.
From Gardner, Maine, number 21, Autumn Sudbury.
Autumn Sudsbury out of Gardner, Maine.
A forward from Georgetown, Maine, number 31, Madeline Sir.
Madeline Sir.
And a forward
She's out of
from
Georgetown.
South Maine, number 43, Kate Stevens.
And the veteran, Kate Stevens out of Solon, Maine. So there are your starters today. We'll get set to go. Glad you could join us. As we say, we're everywhere. We're on Facebook. We're on Twitter. On our Facebook page.
Ladies and gentlemen.
So we're going to take a quick break. Why don't we take the break? We'll take a break. We'll come back. And when we come back, we'll have the tip-off here from Augusta Civic Center after this.
When I'm on the road speaking, I'm able to have sidebar conversations with everybody that wants to come talk to me. And I hear about their family and loved ones that are going through maybe cancer, maybe a critical illness, maybe something, being disabled from a job and not having the coverage that they need because their healthcare just didn't cover it.
I ask that you would allow one of our experienced representatives to come into your business so that we are able to educate you on the value of these very, very important products.
They try to put me back in as quick as possible. The doctors and physical therapists try to tell you what's wrong right away so you can just get it fixed and get back to what you're doing and have your normal life or try to be even better than what you were before.
It's important for a parent to have someone here in Saco, close to the Biddeford-Saco area, because we have a lot of sports teams. When you have your daughter or son that's injured, in my case, my daughter, it's nice to know that you have someone local, someone that you can trust, and someone that is expert in sports injuries.
The Hutchinson Family Sports Foundation is proud to support Muncie Media's production of live streaming high school sports. We recognize the hard work and dedication of Maine's high school student athletes, and we applaud Muncie Media's pioneering live streaming efforts. The Hutchinson Family Sports Foundation.
We thank all our anchor sponsors here for Muncie Media's production of high school and college sports here around the state of Maine, and we welcome CBU Benefits as one of our partner anchor sponsors, along with the fine folks at Spectrum Healthcare Partners, the Hutchinson Family Sports Foundation, Maine Athletic Fundraising, JMH, your anchor sponsors for Muncie Media's production of high school sports. We're kind of in a tweener season. We're still doing our fall sports. We're still covering football, and we will continue to do that right up through the regional championships on the 18th. And concurrently with that, of course, we're picking up on our college basketball. Toole against Sir here on the tip. It's going to be tipped out of bounds. I think it was Toole who tipped it. Let's see if they just do a do-over. Do-over. And this one, I think, is going to go off of Kate Stevens on the tip, so. Becca Davila. Back up outside the Huntress. Davila going to hold. Toole comes out, sets the pick. Swung around. And that didn't get down for St. Louis. Rebound by Sir. They'll get it off here now to Sydney LeBlanc. LeBlanc cross court to Sir. Kick back outside. Sudbury trying to go. She gets trapped and gets it back outside to Stevens. Pop outside off the iron. No. Madeline Sir had a look but didn't get it down. Just underway if you're new to the women's game, 4 10-minute quarters. They'll play fouls to 5, and then they'll shoot 2 if that happens. Moose basketball. Moose in the home white uniforms. Dished inside, and let's see, stolen away. That was shot clock violation probably anyway. Thurber goes, falls on the baseline, and Stevens has got it. This is the Moose. Into the forecourt they go. Butler got it left side, now in underneath and up and in for 2.
Nice find there.
Madeline Sir. Sir got the good feed, and she had inside position. It worked for it, and it was a good look getting it inside from Butler. Moose early, 2-0. Back outside now, Thurber. They're on the weave outside. Thurber's a 3-point shooter, so they've got to come out on her, and they do. Thurber's going to go. She's got it stolen away. Jump ball. Good step in that time. Hope Butler out of Rockland, Maine, stepped in. Oceanside is where the kids go to school down that way.
Yeah, UMA doing a nice job right now defensively, Rob. Really forcing some tough looks here for CM.
Shot clock accurate on ours, so we're down under to about 3, and they're going to get a 3-second violation. Toole got stuck inside there, I believe.
Yeah, I think she thought the shot was going to come sooner than... You stop it right now. Right.
Reset the shot clock, I think, to 30.
Yeah, I thought Toole saw the ball out on the perimeter and saw some open shots, just kind of camped down underneath expecting the ball to get up.
Good break inside to Sir. Sir up off the glass and in. That's 2 for Sir so far. She's looking good inside.
Boy, Stevens is such a good passer for, she's playing at almost a center, but really it's a big advantage for her because she can play out at the top of the key, Rob.
Yeah, she's a good passer, as you said, Nate. Davila looking things over here. She's going to pop it from outside, eyeing it up, and here come the Moose. They're on the hunt here with Hope Butler. Butler back outside, swung around, so it's going to launch it from downtown. Eyeing no, rebounds long. Davila let it go out of bounds.
Difference of 4 points, just 2 layups, Rob, and you can see here the difference between the scoring opportunities. Right now, UMA forcing CM to shoot some mid-range jumpers, which is what you want to do, and UMA do a nice job of feeding the ball down.
And Butler's had a couple of step-ins, and then she's got another steal. Going to be a foul on, we'll see who they put it up. It was coming down the sideline there. Might be on Davila. It is. Becca Davila picks up her first, and Coach Morong making a line change here.
Yeah, not surprising watching the starters come out and the level in which Coach Morong wants them to be playing.
Yeah, I don't think.
Yeah, he didn't like it.
But you got to credit the Moose. The Moose are after it, 4-0. Early lead. Good move inside. The take, put up and down and good. Sudbury with the put up and in, but she got called on the foul. I thought she was going to go to the line, but we'll get a look at this when we can.
Yeah, I think the reaction kind of fooled a lot of people because the announcer, Roger, down underneath got really excited thinking, like you said, she got fouled on the shot. That wasn't the case. It was offensive foul.
Yeah, we take a quick look at it right here, Nate. Take a look at the foul call.
Yeah, you can see her get a nice job going baseline there and nice defensive play coming outside the arc, Rob. That's the most important part about that play is she was outside the arc, therefore the offensive foul.
So good call. That's the newly married Justin. That was a wedding you went to, Nate, right?
That's right. We had a great time. And patented CM pressure, full pressure, Rob. It's relentless throughout the game. There are no breaks from it. Only when they're up big, usually.
So Sarah Morning's one of the kids that came into the game along with Alyssa Everett out of Skowhegan. Abby Netto. Mackenzie Beaudry also in, so we said some new players right out of the gate. Good step in again. Petrovic stepped in. That was a nice job by, I'm sorry, that Sydney LeBlanc stepped in. 12, not 21. Stepped into that one.
The CM's doing the right thing, Rob. They got to dribble, penetrate down in, and when that top defender comes down, they got to kick it right back out. They're going to get some open shots on 3, and we know that they can hit them. So it kind of plays into their hands a little. Good execution there.
Yeah, that was nice. Netta with the flash cut came up and then went back door. She got it, but she got a little bit tight in there.
Yeah, I like that design.
Hope Butler swings it back around. This is going to come for the long shot, and that's going to be just a little bit short by Sudbury. Dipped inside. Glassed up and home.
Number 31.
So Beaudry from Dover Foxcroft. Not your conventional break, but it works here. Butler up and good.
Number 11.
Little offense by accident there, but you'll take it for UMA.
Well, you know, the thing is, we said Kate Stevens. We've seen Kate over the number of years here. Kate's a really good passer for a big, and she set up her teammates now for a couple of years. Steal again, another deflection. Butler's got it. Sir pulls it up, stops, popped outside, rings in and out. Boy, that was a good look for Sudbury's, but she couldn't get it. Trying to hit Neto ahead, out of bounds, and it'll be Moose basketball. So 5:45 left, 6-2, a low-scoring game here. A good job by the...
Ooh, Rob, they're saying that was tipped.
Okay.
I don't know if that came in from the top official. Might have seen something. It looked like it got through clean, but...
Comes out high. Davila back in the game. Going to go in the corner. Dipped inside. Nice move. Up and foul call. The foul's going to go against the Moose. That was Butterfield in the game. Gets called on the foul.
Yeah, a tricky little play there. The ball, passed down to her left-hand side. She goes for it and kind of gets her a little bit out of position. She's trying to get back involved in the shot. And
Mackenzie Beaudry at the free throw line. Mackenzie's got the first. Cuts it in half, 6-3. Up and no good. Good check out. Moose rebound well. Here they come into the front court. Sur's got it. Going to pull it out. I'm sorry, that's not Sur. That's Butterfield.
We see this a lot, Rob, in teams that play against CM is, when you get out in front of the defense off of their fast break, you've got to either commit to being aggressive, go to the basket, or have a pass ready and think one step ahead because they end up trapping you. If you take any hesitation, they're going to trap you and force you, to make a bad decision.
Long shot by Davila didn't go. I think we got a travel as ever. Tried to step inside. Good defense there.
Boy, UMA is just doing a really nice job of the off-the-ball defenders coming down at the perfect time to help. And it's really causing a lot of trouble here for CM.
Sudbury's got it. She's trying to get rid of it, and she does. They break it. And a double dribble call. And that's sometimes what that pressure will do is Katie Butterfield got a little bit tangled up in her dribble there and ends up turning it over. So slow pace to this one so far, 6-3.
Yeah, and if you're UMA, you're okay with a little bit slower pace. I mean, it's going to really play into your side in comparison to your opponent here. CM loves to push the ball and get up and down the court.
And this is a big floor, so it would work well. But I like what the Moose have. They've got a plan to break the pressure, and they've done it decently so far. They've got 4 points out of the 6 from Sur and 2 lay-ins early on. Everett trying to go to work. She does, puts it up, and she's going to be fouled, and she'll get 2. So she took it to the hole. You could see her get knocked backwards. This is a deep team that the Mustangs have. I was talking to Coach Andrew Morong before the game. He says this is the first time we've had all our players available. So very deep bench and not quite so deep for the Moose. So sometimes that'll factor into it. But the pace has been good, as you said, Nate, so far for the Moose. Davila hesitates, goes up, draws the foul. So Davila got the rebound. Little head and shoulder fake, put it up, got fouled.
Yeah, smart play there. The undersized Davila down underneath, taking the extra dribble, getting the defenders up in the air. As soon as you do that, you're kind of have free reign to do what you want as an offensive player. Basically, she's smart enough and has played enough basketball that, when the defender's up in the air to her, she's going to make contact with her body, try and get the shot up anyways, at least up to the rim for a potential three-point play. But it's a great weapon for her to have.
Davila can tie it if she hits the free throw, and she does. So 6-6. Here comes the pressure. Butler's got it. Butler's done a good job. Got it tipped away from behind, and it'll stay Moose basketball.
And again, that spot, Rob, basically when you get over half court to the three-point line, you got to have something ready to go, whether you're going to be, like I said before, aggressive and go to the basket, or have a pass ready in that area, because as soon as you slow down, the backside defender is going to get involved in the play, either trap you or knock the ball away.
Now it'll come inside to Stevens. Kate goes up, powers up, couldn't get it through. Mustangs have some changes coming in the game. This is Bro with it. Back outside it goes to Thurber. Thurber launches a three, irons it up, rebounds pulled down cleanly by Sir. Butler. Hope Butler, good ball handler, step and steal. Casey Maloney with it. Here comes Maloney, blaze it up and in. So Maloney stepped out, the big stepped up. Butler with it now right side. They get ahead. Comes back to Stevens. Stevens left side. Lesnar had it stolen away, so Maloney comes again. Passes off. Back outside it goes. This is Huntress for a three. Rings it in and out. Lesnar with the rebound. Gets it ahead here to Sydney LeBlanc. Pop outside. Good. Count it. That's a good shot there by Sir.
And nicely done. Just nice little pass in that mid spot. Getting a shot up.
Sir with 6 points. Thurber, left side it goes here, back to Thurber. Thurber's calling for a pick by Maloney. She gets it, but pretty good job of fighting through it by Sir. Stayed with the coverage, popped outside by Bro, and that's off. Hope Butler down the left side. Butler draws Lexus Lee on the defender. Right side it goes. Sir's got another one lined up, got it!
Number 31,
So Sir has been active. She's been the big gun so far. She's got 9 out of the 11 points. Thurber with it, second chance opportunity. Huntress back to Thurber. Thurber wants to pull it out. Inside to Maloney. She's way out high. Kind of dish back out to reset the offense. Lexus Lee. Right side to Huntress. Huntress dribbles through traffic and gets it stolen away by Lesnar. Sidney LeBlanc comes flying in, and that's going to be the charge. But Sir's been the big one here so far in this game.
Smart play there by Thurber, Rob, setting up for the offensive charge. Any contact that comes, she goes to the floor. Easy call there for the official.
Left side now, Thurber's got the takes it. Dishes inside to Maloney. Maloney goes up, won't go. Fights for the rebound. Lee's got it. She puts it up, it won't go. Battle for the rebound. Moose getting feisty. Good job in there fighting for the ball. Jenna Petrovic. Moose up by 3. Swung back around. Stevens back inside. And I think they got to travel. Let's take a look at the Madeline Sir 3 here, Nate. Can see gets a good dish.
Yeah, nice job kicking that out, finding her. And she's obviously had the hot hand here for UMA. You always want to find the hot hand. Boy, a lot of in and outs, Rob, right now for CM down underneath.
Well, they play at the cozy confines of Kirk Hall. This is a little wide open here. Thurber way downtown, and she won't get it. Rebounds knocked around. Came out to Bro. She's got it back outside here to Lee. Lexus Lee. Calling for some movement. Thurber got inside, dishes. She might have been on the line. She was.
Yeah, I think she's trying to get that ball into Maloney a little. One more dribble, or she kind of lost it on the attempted dribble pass. Defender coming over late. cause her have to dribble one more time right on the line.
Comes the pressure. Moose have, you can already see the good coaching. They've got a press breaker, and it's working for them. They're doing a good job against the pressure here. Now we're going to get a foul, I think. Cassidy Lesnar.
Yeah, we get the opportunity, Rob, like you said, to kind of evaluate the different styles and strategies that are used from year to year. In this one, you can already tell if your press breaker, you have variations off of that to see multiple looks and be able to break it and get points off it. That instills some confidence in the ladies that are operating and executing in that play.
Well, yeah, when coach has, draws it up, the X's and O, and, Jim's going to put it down on paper, and then kids execute it, then they go, hey, this works.
He knows what he's talking about.
He knows.
That's right. So it's good to see that, too, because that was definitely not the case in some of the games last year. And this is CM is the best team in the league, so.
And have been over the course of the past few years. So
in the nation, I should say.
Yeah, well, 2 of the last 3 years,
That's
best
right.
in the nation. Davila, left side, it goes to Huntress.
Ooh, they might have missed the travel there.
And right now, the Mustangs are looking for somebody to come up with a hot hand, and it hasn't been. That was a good check out by Lesnar, but it came wide. Davila dishes inside, Tool back outside. Thurber is going to dump it inside. Good step over. Kate Stevens. Lesnar dribbles in the paint all the way across. The cutter, and the ball is kind of co-possessed, so there was no travel on it as Sydney LeBlanc was coming down the right side. Got 17.6 seconds left in this, so the shot clock is off. As they do the countdown. Rebound by Tool. Tool up. No, won't go. And with 2.1 seconds left, we get a tie-up. So the final possession, and a long ways to go for the Moose. They'll just inbound it, and LeBlanc will get a heave and a hold, but it won't go. So we played one to score. The Moose, your Moose, 12. The Mustangs of Central Maine Community College 8. We'll take a quick break. We'll come back. It'll be second quarter action when we come back after this.
Junior Trojan Football and Cheering would like to thank Maine Athletic Fundraising for allowing us to build this beautiful facility. We raised $18,000 in our first year with Maine Athletic Fundraising, $28,000 last year, and we hope to top that again this year.
Maine Athletic Fundraising, one of our great sponsors here for Munson Media. We thank Mark Smith and his crew, and talked to Mark this week. He said been very busy raising money for groups and organizations around New England, so the coaches don't have to do it. Mark's got a program that you just let him know, and he'll come visit your school, one of his representatives, and they'll do all the work for you, and you'll reap the benefits of that. Nate Munsing, Rob Munsing back here, high above courtside at the Augusta Civic Center. It's been, for you folks watching around the league, and if you're tuned in, you're probably going, ooh, this is a little surprise. Yeah, it is. And I want to credit the Moose doing a great job here. Get the pace that they want, and sometimes setting the pace is just so important. Glad you could join us around the country here on Munsing Media. Want to thank Jen Laney, the fine athletic director here, and her crew for bring you Moose basketball. Drop dead simple. Davila drops it inside to Tool. Tool goes to work. Tool up off the glass and in.
Number 44, Elena Tool.
Here comes the pressure. Broken here. Mallory Chamberlain now in the game. Pop outside, ironed, and no good. That was Petrovic with the pop. Huntress, she's a three-point shooter. She launches, won't go. Hope Butler. Butler waits for the troops, gets it back outside, gets the return pass, and goes to set the half-court offense. Sur's been the big gun inside, and she gets tangled up here with a couple of players, Davila being one of them, and Toole was underneath there as well, so see who they call it on.
Yeah, I think it's going to be on Davila pulling down Surs down the bottom. I think they saw the mismatch there, and Butler was trying to get the ball over to a spot where she could get it down underneath.
Not up on the board yet, but if it is, it'll be, I think, Davila's second. Comes in. They let Sir alone. She's got a three in the game. She goes baseline, gets popped off, and they're going to call a block on Toole.
Ooh, I don't know. It looked like Toole was set there down the baseline, Rob. I bet if she goes down to the ground, I bet that might have gone the other way.
Yeah, it looked like she was locked on. Let's see if we can get that up here. I'll let you get a look at it, Nate, sometime coming up. Back to live action. Hope Butler swings around in the paint, dishes left side. We'll take a look. This will be time to look at that right here, Nate. Take a look at that call out on the baseline.
Yeah, she did come over late. That was a good call there by the official.
Hope you're enjoying our replays. If you hear me go into silent mode, it's probably because I'm doing a replay. Madeline Sir. I talked to Jen Laney. She says it's Madeline, L-I-N-E. I said, okay, got it. Madeline Sir.
Oh, good block
underneath.
There by Stevens.
Stevens with a moose call. Butler weaving in traffic. Chamberlain back outside. And Sir again.
Yeah, just
I think she's got how many? She's got a lot. She's got most of the points. Yeah, I think she's got all but about two. I'm going to say she's got about 14 points, 13, 14 points. We don't have live stats this year. I'm a little disappointed that the live stats aren't going up, but 16-10. Your Moose.
Yeah, she did a great job coming around the curl, the top of the key, Rob.
Back out, popped outside.
And again, CM just not shooting the ball very well.
No, that was Chandler True, and True's a good three-point shooter. We've seen her. We've seen a lot of the Mustangs so far, just the way the early season's gone with the tournament that we did down there and the game last Sunday. So we've got a little bead on them. Butler, some good ball handle. Butler goes in, lays it up left-handed, and let's see, tipped off. It'll stay. Moose basketball. Hope Butler's a terrific ball handling, Nate, and that's the kind of thing you have to have against a pressure team, and she's really done a nice job.
Yeah, she's done a fantastic job of neutralizing that pressure, Rob. She's made a lot of great decisions around that mid-court range after they initially broken the first wave of the defense.
They got a good look for Madeline Sir, but she didn't get that three down. Back outside. True, no, and good check out by Stevens. Stevens, a good fundamental play. Here comes Sir. She's going to pull it out. She says, I'm going to pop it. It's going to draw nothing but air, and the tip-in save comes right to Kristen Huntress. Huntress back outside. True swings it left side. Thurber, she's a three-point shooter. Yes, she is.
Number 20.
The extra pass by True found Thurber.
Yeah, and it was kind of just a matter of time. You're going to have some positive regression in that three-point shot going in for CM, Rob. That's a dangerous sign here if you're UMA. If you're the Moose and you see that to start to fall for Central Maine, you're going to be in for a long night, although they still have the lead.
They've been playing really solid and keeping the pace the way they want it. Got to be happy if you're a Moose fan. Left side. Underneath and a travel. That was Sudbury back in the game. Autumn Sudbury out of Gardner. Thurber, Everett now, right side. Everett pops it up, no good. I'm sorry, that was Beaudry, 31. We're a little further away than we are at Kirk Hall. That was good defense inside and causing the tie-up. That was Alyssa Everett. But it'll stay with the Moose. Moose lead, 16-13. Great first half so far for the Moose. Sir, they come right out on her. They try to get it down in the post and not able to connect there with Butterfield, stolen away. Huntress, Everett. Everett takes swoops and got two. Nice finish by Everett.
Yeah, splitting the defenders, going right up in between them.
Moose look to break it, and they do. Now it's stolen away. Pass ahead. Huntress back outside. Thurber's got a long-range one drawn up. It'll iron, but the rebound comes to Everett. She's going to try to go up and throw it away. Let's see. They're going to say it's White, and I think they got that right. Autumn Sudsbury to inbound for the Moose. Sura's got it now on the right side. She gets double, gets it right back quickly, not letting that double team come. Pop outside, no good. Rebound Sura, she's inside, going to bring it back outside. Shot clock?
Yeah, never reset there. It's at 20. It should have gone right back to 30.
So they'll reset it here. Let's see. If you're just tuning in, that clock is official. Moose have the ball in a 1-point lead. Dishes it inside. Power move, swoop. It didn't get down. They're fighting for it on the floor. Butterfield going to step in and I want to see who else that is. Fighting for your Moose. It's Marilee Chamberlain. That possession is going to go in favor of the Mustangs. So about hit the halfway mark of this second quarter. Your Moose up by 1. Back outside now. St. Louis inside. Beaudry put it up out of bounds, and let's see, it'll stay red ball, they say. Glad you can join us around the world. One of the advantages, I was talking to Coach Jim Ford, he said one of the advantages the programs are going to have now, Nate, is that they're going to be able to house students. So that's a really big advantage. A couple of the men housed in the new housing, and I'm sure that'll extend out later on here to the women's team. So it'll be a huge boon, not able to be kept in, knocked back out of bounds by Sidney LeBlanc. Beautiful spot to do a game from. Pictures really pop here from the Augusta Civics, and I hope you're enjoying it. Get nice lighting here, and it really looks great. If you can watch it on your big screen TV, if you've got a smart TV, go to Boxcast. Download the Boxcast app. Go to Boxcast. Find Munzing Media. You can watch it right on your TV. Thurber from way down. She's got that one. She's got a couple. That was a long-range one for Natalie Thurber.
Yeah, starting to heat up a little bit is Thurber.
First lead of the game here for the Mustangs by 2, 18-16. Dished inside. They were trying to drop it inside here to Butterfield. Knocked away, stayed in bounds, and here come the Mustangs with it. They'll pause. Comes inside. Late cutter's Thurber. She puts it up, rolls it off. Banging inside, maybe getting away with a little body action, Beaudry, but on the rebound in the action, she's going to be fouled, go to the line.
Yeah, uncharacteristic miss there from Natalie Thurber, Rob. You got to attribute that to the early season, right? You're not quite.
Yeah, she was a little bit off balance going in underneath, and the Moose have been feisty too. They're contesting everything, so they've made it tough here for the Mustangs so far. Mustangs have a 2-point lead. Their first lead of the night. They'll stay at 2.
Yeah, and coming out here, the difference between the first and the second quarter really is just the style of play. CM kind of imposed, their style here in the second quarter, and they've come back and now taken the lead. And really, UMA is just trying to defend them off, get to halftime.
Here's a good break there. Stevens back outside. Sura, right corner. Pop out there. LeBlanc rattles in and out, and what the Moose are trying to do is get some offense from somebody besides Sir, so that if they get somebody cooking, that will take the pressure off of Madeline.
Yeah, and they're taking good shots. That's the thing. None of these are really rushed. They're doing a really nice job of breaking the press. You can see there's no panic, and when they are pressured in the backcourt.
Yeah, they're well composed, that's for sure. And, of course, they don't get on this floor to play that, practice at all. They practice at other sites, the Armory being one of them, I believe. So they were here early when I came in early to get set up. Both teams were out shooting around on the floors. This is their first home game on the Augusta Civic Center floor. The other home game they had was down at Kirk Hall on the campus of Central Maine Community College. That was on Saturday against the Vermont Tech Knights. Back outside now. Sir is going to hold. She's going to take it right side. Gets double teamed. Finds the opening. Nice pass inside. Little tough shot, but good rebound. Won't go. Some good battle underneath. Sidney LeBlanc was working hard underneath, and Sudsbury was working hard underneath, but neither one could get it down, but it'll stay Moose basketball.
Yeah, nicely done there by UMA. Quick passes. Sirs felt the double team, got rid of it over to Stevens at the elbow, Rob, and then she made a really quick entry pass down underneath. And that's really what you got to do. You got to find out where that double team comes from, get that ball there, and then you're going to... That's deflected up and out of bounds.
Yeah, that was deflected. Everett got a piece of that one for the Mustangs. Stevens, good pass. It makes sense to have Kate be the inbounder. She does, makes a nice pass. They're trying to get it back to her, but they can't. And do we have a foul or a travel? I think we got a travel there as Autumn Sudsbury kind of walked in there and moved her pivot foot. 3:25. Mustangs on the fly, laid up, won't go. And with St. Louis now back in the game. Tatiana St. Louis. And she gets called on the foul.
Well, pretty good break here for UMA, getting the foul called in the backcourt forces you to the line. So
yeah, that's the 5 foul mark. So won't go. Not many foul shots in this one, as teams haven't gone the line very often. One more for Sidney LeBlanc, sophomore out of Madison, Maine. Doesn't get either one. True's got it, gets it to Everett. Everett out of trouble. Bro pops it up, irons it. Rebound. And a steal in the backcourt. Chandler True. Dishes inside, kick back outside. Bro steps in, foul line extended, won't go. Sir got the rebound. They try to get it, and they'll swing it back to the right side. Sir. Sidney LeBlanc to the corner. That's off the iron, didn't fall that time. Neither team can find anything going offensively. Kick back outside. Bliss Everett goes in, gets fouled. This 3-point lead by the Mustangs is their biggest lead of the night. The Moose have led most of the game, but it always hovered right around 3-4 points. So it's been back and forth. Tightly contested, low score and tilt.
Yeah, no, I'm a little surprised, Rob, at 2:25 here, a 21-16 game is really shocking to me. I think on a couple different reasons. One, I would expect CM to score a little bit more, but then, credit to UMA for having the lead for most of the game here early on.
Into the trap zone, that's troubling the capital city. Possession, let's see which way it goes. The same possession for the Moose, so the Moose will have the basketball here. A buddy from NHTI. Michael Martineau watching. Michael tells me they're going to be streaming this year. They'll get new equipment. They're looking forward to getting the streams out of their home games, so that'll be great to have that happen. Into the corner, pop, there you go, Sydney LeBlanc.
Sydney LeBlanc!
So that's a good little pop by Sydney. If she can heat up, that'll help take the pressure off Sir a little bit. Madeline has been the go-to so far. True is going to back iron it. Rebounds contested. Everett got it right side. Popped outside, no good. That was St. Louis, but the rebound is up and floats around and floats off. LeBlanc with the rebound. Knocked out of bounds. It'll stay Moose basketball. Hope Butler. The freshman guard. Out of Rockland, Maine. Out of Oceanside High School. She gets stepped into, and that's a foul by St. Louis. And we'll be shooting two. Remember, once you get to the 5 fouls, it's an automatic 2 shots. So, chance for the Moose. Close in here. 21-18. Mustangs with the 3-point lead. Stay with us. We'll have a doubleheader course tonight, as we do all the time that we come up here and do the Moose games. Men's game will follow here, and that's pretty much the standard. Women at 6, men at 8. I think the only time it changes is the NHTI games are usually reversed, I think. In the corner. Throw goes. You get it back outside. And got to get a travel by Lee. Alexis Lee out of Pompano Beach, Florida. So we got 30-second timeout. Stay right with it. Let you know our next broadcast here in Munzing Media Sports will be a change from the originally scheduled game tomorrow night down at Kirk Hall on the campus of Central Maine Community College. And move that game to Thursday against Unity College. Same time, 6 and 8 here on Munzing Media Sports. Maybe you can find us on munzingmediasports.com as well as on Boxcast if you have a smart TV. Have an Apple TV, Roku box. You want to go into their app store. You download the Boxcast app, Boxcast. Download that app. Then go in, search for Munzing Media. And you'll be able to pop this game up in full 1080p right on your TV. I keep saying I'm going to put together a little video how to do that, and it's a great idea when I say it. The execution time-wise has not worked yet, but maybe tomorrow, with the game being moved, I'll have a little time tomorrow. I've got to get a haircut. That'll take about 32 seconds, and after I'm done that, I'll be all set. Stolen away. Lee ahead. Knocked out of bounds. Tried to get it to Bro, but couldn't get it to Bro. 1:08 left. Stay with us at halftime, and we've got some features from our sponsors. CBU Benefits. You're going to meet Travis Mills. For some of you that are familiar with Travis's story, you're going to be transfixed by this young man. What a patriot he is. We thank CBU Benefits coming on as a partner sponsor for us. Popped outside is good. Sydney LeBlanc, that's the second one she's hit right from that spot. Sydney LeBlanc drills one home. And LeBlanc's got the rebound. So Sydney with some good work for the Moose. And another foul. To show you the very end of that Sydney shot there, you're going to see it where she is. I got the rebound, I got the replay a little bit late. Hard to do play-by-play and replay, Nate, but we're getting there. got him. So Sydney's come on in the second quarter, doing a good job for the Moose here and picking up the scoring, because the defensive onus now has shifted, of course, to Sur, because she was lighting them up, and the Moose now have gone out to a 3-point lead. Popped outside by Maloney, won't go. Chandler True. Casey Maloney, she pops it, won't go. Rebound inside position, up and in. Good job on the follow through that time. That was Kylie Joyce. Joyce got 2 rebounds in that sequence. A little bump, they'll let it go. And at the buzzer, no. So the Moose, good first half for them. They lead this one 24-23. You're watching UMA basketball here on Munzing Media Sports. We're to halftime. Stay with us. We'll have some of our features here, as well as hearing from some of our wonderful anchor sponsors. We're back. We'll have second half action from the Augusta Civic Center after these messages.
I'm retired United States Army Staff Sergeant Travis Mills, formerly of the 82nd Airborne Division. In 2012, I was injured in Afghanistan due to a roadside bomb. It took portions of both arms and both legs, and through Walter Reed and 19 months of intense recovery, I was able to build myself back up, learn how to walk again, drive again, and take care of my young family. Since then, I have decided to be on the road speaking as a motivational speaker.
Life is all about perspective, all right? So for me, it's real easy. I gave a lot, but I didn't give everything. When I think about my situation, I'm lucky to be here.
When I was on the road speaking, I was hired by CBU Benefits. Ray Valley and Brian Heath brought me in to speak at one of their forums.
After hearing Travis's story, I was compelled to move forward with our relationship. We specialize in reaching out to employees and employers, explaining to them the value of supplemental health coverage. Accidents, cancer, critical illness, disability, and sometimes even death are events that happened in our lifetime.
When I'm on the road speaking, I'm able to have sidebar conversations with everybody that wants to come talk to me. And I hear about their family and loved ones that are going through maybe cancer, maybe a critical illness, maybe something, being disabled from a job and not having the coverage they need because their healthcare just didn't cover it. After talking with Ray and Brian, telling them how much I really appreciate what they're doing, they decided that it would be just an awesome partnership if I became part of the team, not just as a spokesperson, but as an actual partner in the company. I have a message for everybody about supplemental benefits because I feel like everybody should be protected from life's unexpected events.
Accidents do happen. I ask that you would allow one of our experienced representatives to come into your business so that we are able to educate you on the value of these very, very important products.
JMH Associates is a boutique financial and management consulting firm that can provide customized solutions for your business or personal affairs. We can provide management expertise to your small business, personal financial guidance, and organizational structure for your personal and business needs. This will allow for better communication and execution with your other financial partners. We help establish businesses, we'll help you start a new business, and we can provide IT support for your business needs. We are JMH Associates. We're proud to be associated with MunzingMediaSports.com. The Leavitt Hornets have established themselves as one of the leading football programs in the state of Maine.
Goes down, he's got his man wide open down the seam, going to be 6. Touchdown Hornets, just what the doctor ordered.
And the Hornets know when it comes to fundraising that Maine athletic fundraising is just what the doctor ordered.
So here we are today at Leavitt Area High School, and I've been working with Coach Hathaway. This will be my 9th year, kicking off his team. They're a great program in the state of Maine, and I enjoy kicking them off every year. They've got motivated kids, and they do a real good job with the fundraiser every year. I think you guys are ready to roll. What do you think? Yeah. Good luck, guys.
Thank you.
You got it. You're all set.
So we've been working with Maine Athletic Fundraising for the last 10 years with Mark Smith. Mark's been very helpful to our program. The nice thing is we're in the preseason, double sessions, a lot going on, but they come in and take care of everything. You give the players a good talk, pump them up for the fundraising, get them the materials they need and some ideas to sell the cards, and then they get the kids out and go. So it's been very helpful to our program. We've been able to raise thousands of dollars every year, and it helps us out a lot.
It was one of those gorgeous days, so I'm just blithely walking along way up the street. It's like 9:30 in the morning, so of course nobody's around. And all of a sudden there was either a chipmunk or a squirrel, I don't know, and I heard the whoosh of the retractables, and I managed to let go with this arm but not with this one. So 2 50-pound dogs hit the end of the lead with me still holding on to it. And of course it just lifted me up, and when I came down, I came directly onto my shoulder, hurt it. And my arm was also pulled way, way back. So all of these muscles got torn. So after the MRI, that's when they found out, and the muscle had already started to atrophy a little bit. So off to OA I went. And so after consultation there and looking at the MRI and the x-rays, the message was shoulder replacement, but I could only have a reverse shoulder replacement. So what that means is where I used to have the ball on the humerus and the socket on my shoulder, I now have the ball on my shoulder and the socket on my humerus. They do a lot of, getting back your, the range of motion. I could not lift my arm at that time because once you lose your rotator cuff, you no longer have those 4 muscles to raise your arms. So the muscle that raises your shoulder now is your deltoid. And that's not a particularly well-developed muscle, anyway for me. So a lot of the therapy was strength training to start using this muscle. Now I have a fine muscle up here. It's tight, taut. I went back to school, January 22nd was back into class and did all my clinicals. It was a little more difficult because I had to have help in terms of lifting people or whatever, but the rest was not really an issue. And I graduated in May, got licensed in June, had my first interview yesterday. So here I go. I can't speak highly enough of Dr. O'Malley. He's excellent in meeting the patient where they are, which I'm very much involved in my own health care and want to know everything, and he was very good at doing that and not raising expectations but not putting, limitations. And he shared with me that, that this is a movement I can no longer do. I cannot turn my arm that way because I don't have that rotation in my shoulder. And he can't either, so.
They try to put me back in as quick as possible. The doctors and physical therapists try to tell you what's wrong right away so you can just get it fixed and get back to what you're doing and have your normal life or try to be even better than what you were before.
It's important for a parent to have someone here in Saco, close to the Biddeford-Saco area, because we have a lot of sports teams. When you have your daughter or son that's injured, in my case my daughter, It's nice to know that you have someone local, someone that you can trust, and someone that is expert in sports injuries.
Hey everyone, Travis Mills here again, and we're going to talk about the cancer plan. I have Alex, and he's going to explain exactly what the cancer plan is and why it's so important for you to have it.
So our cancer policy covers so much more than people don't even think. It's not just for those critical cancers that you have. Our policies cover everything from skin cancer all the way to the intense things that you're going to need down the road for years and years and years. When it comes to surgeries, radiation, chemo, holistic approaches, it also covers transportation. A lot of people think that just because I get cancer, I can go get treated right down the street. And a lot of times that's just not the case. There's a lot of strands of cancer, and a lot of them don't even specialize in our local areas. So what happens if you have to go to a hospital in Houston, Texas? The Mayo Clinic in Minnesota. Our policy has a transportation benefit that will take you to and from in order to get the best treatment possible.
Thanks so much, Alex. I appreciate that. For more information, visit cbubenefits.com to get yourself protected from lifestyle unexpected events.
We welcome you back to the Augusta Civic Center. Second half action about to get underway. You see the score 24-23. Got the live stats are active, so we'll be able to work those into the broadcast here in the second half. Good half for the Moose.
There's a good start there. Rebecca Davila hitting a 3 out the gate here for the second half for CM.
Got to get our scoreboard up and going here for a minute. Give me a second here on that one. Here we go. Left side now. Stevens going to pop it outside. Won't go. That was at the shot. Clock buzzer. Tool to Davila. Step in. Nice defense by Sir. Davila. Joyce left side now. Thurber, jump stop, goes into the paint. Let's see, they're going to call on a travel. 26-24. Mustangs over the Moose. This is the way this one's gone, back and forth. Tightly contested affair between the in-state rivals. Butler. Hope has done a good job with the basketball so far tonight. Pass, a cross pass in traffic. Butler's going to get it, and he's going to get tied up, and let's see which way it'll go. It'll go in favor of the Moose. So Abby Netto had a ankle injury in the first half. Chris Wheeler, who's usually working with us, not working tonight, but he's here to watch the game. Came up during halftime and filled Nate in on that as I was doing some of the background work. So it's too bad for Abby. She's had a really good start. Stevens dishes to out of bounds. Trying to hit Hope Butler. Hope didn't break to the basket like Kate thought, and pass went out of bounds.
Yeah, I think Butler was probably aware where the shot clock was, Rob, and was expecting that to be more of a put-up than a pass back down to the corner.
Tried to be kept in, and Huntress couldn't keep it in. Comes the press breaker. LeBlanc, and then they'll swing it around the left side, and they get it to Hope Butler. She's going to try to swing it down the baseline, trying to get LeBlanc, but hustling back was Kristen Huntress.
Yeah, Huntress rotating down underneath the basket to be the defender there against that one. Just it wasn't able to control it.
Stolen away. Joyce. Thurber now. Thurber. Davila to Huntress. She'll back iron it. Second chance opportunity. Joyce got it back out. Thurber's going to launch a three. That's going to be all net.
And that truly has been a big part of CM's game the last couple of years, Rob, is that offensive rebound, kick out for an open three look, having multiple opportunities at threes in one possession.
Stevens tried to match it, and Thurber's got the rebound. She's knocked down. First half stats, Central Maine. Field goal percentage, they're 9 of 42, so they were shooting at 21.4%. The Moose, 9 of 26 at 34.6%. 2 of 13 for the Moose from three-point line. 4 of 22, 18% for Central Maine Community College. See if we can get some of the individual scoring. Take a look at the visiting Mustangs first. Thurber's got 9. Alyssa Everett, 5. Rebecca Davila, 5. Mackenzie Beaudry with 4. Kylie Joyce, 2. Casey Maloney, 2. Lena Toole, 2. For your Moose, Madeline Sir, the high scorer, game scorer, 13 points. Sydney LeBlanc with 7. Hope Butler with 3. Cassidy Lesner's got a free throw for 1. So that's your first half scoring and stats. Remind me, Nate, what you got to do is you got to wait for the game to start on the live stats. Once the game starts, you got to refresh the page, and up they pop. So hard to teach an old guy stuff, but I won't remember it tomorrow. Joyce going to pop it. No, won't go. And Toole was on the floor, but she got the rebound and laid it in. So Toole went down, and it's like they lost track of Toole.
Yeah,
put it up and in.
You don't typically have to guard someone when they're down on the floor, Rob. So, great play there by Toole.
LeBlanc on the drive. Oh, just rolled out. Davila's going to knock it out. No, they're going to say it was knocked out underneath by Stevens. So it'll be Mustang basketball. Glad all you YSCC fans joined in tonight to watch. Pretty good crowd down below as an in-state game. A lot of the parents of the kids in-state were able to travel to this game, and it's been a good contest. Joyce going to go left side, gets picked up. Butler on Davila. That's a good matchup. Davila with a nice spin move, can't get it. Toole gets tied up by Stevens underneath, and possession arrow will go which way? It'll stay red basketball, they say. 31-24. Dropped into Toole. They'll swung around to Davila. Huntress. Pedestrian half-court offense here this time. Davila gets cut off. Good job. Shot clock down to 5. Joyce goes, gets bumped by Stevens, out to Toole. Toole in and out at the shot clock. Serve rebound. Stevens now to Butler. Butler trapped, gets it ahead, knocked out of bounds, and it'll stay Moose basketball. They were trying to connect down the left side with Butterfield, but it got tipped away from her, so it'll stay Moose basketball. Stevens to inbound here, picked up by Thurber. Into Butler. Hope Butler going to work on Huntress. Butler reverse. Back outside to Stevens. Stevens gets picked up. Now they'll drop it inside to Butterfield. She gets rejected underneath. It was good rejection by Toole. Good clean play. Got all ball.
Yeah, Toole making a nice adjustment here in the second half, Rob. That was the one that in the first quarter, UMA had some success with. The pass down from the elbow down underneath was a couple easy buckets, but
skidding down on the floor, and I think the foul's going to be on Joyce. Kylie Joyce out of Columbia, Maine. It's the home of Reese Across America. That'll be kicking in here pretty soon. Munson Media does some work locally for the Reese Across America. Nice inbounds play. Butterfield looking for some help. Gets it to Stevens. Stevens goes to work underneath. Muscles her way in. They let a lot of contact go on that one, and they got the tie-up called, and I think it's going to stay this time. The tie-up will go, and it'll be Moose basketball. So Moose trailing by 7, the biggest lead of the night so far for the Mustangs. So big possession here for the Moose. See if they can pop one home. Stevens going to get fouled. Second foul in the quarter. Remember, 5 fouls in the quarter. You start to shoot, and you shoot 2. What's that been? 4 or 5 years, Nate, since they implemented that?
Oh, yeah, I think something.
Yeah, really like it.
Yeah.
It's really made for a good game. Comes out high. They'll come out on Sir as they need to, but she swoops to the basket, lays it up, just rolls out. Davila traveled. So Sir with a good take. Told you, Sir's got 13 points. She's game high scorer. Comes the inbound. Sir going to swoop it, put it up. No, can't get that one either. So 2 good looks for Madeline Sir, but she's not able to get either one of those down. They will she'll have those back, I think. Thurber goes on the take and lays it in. Splits the defense, and the southpaw used her dominant hand. Stolen away by Huntress. Alyssa Everett, a couple of putbacks, and Sir comes and rips forward. She got fouled by Everett. Third foul now on the Mustangs here in the third. 5:15 left, about halfway through this third. No panic here by the Moose as they break it. Little give and go, trying to get underneath the Butterfield. Can she keep it in? No, can't. Steps on the line. Good effort there by Butterfield. Katie wasn't able to keep it in. 33-24. Rob Munzing, Nate Munzing, here for your Munzing media team. Back outside it goes to Everett. She thought about it, then she finally took it. Butterfield with the rebound. To Sir, back it goes. LeBlanc. To Sir, she holds. Now they get it into the point guard's hand. Butler going to go to work. Stevens out high, right side. Dropped inside. And rolls back in and out. Butterfield got the rebound on the weak side. Put it up, got fouled. So a couple of ones just not dropping from Madeline Sir. She said 3 that have rolled in and out. Would be almost the difference here in the second half, as they've been a little point starved here. 33-24.
Yeah, these free throws here will be good to see go in for UMA, Rob. You're right. And if Sir has had 3 great looks at the basket, they just, uncharacteristically haven't really gone in. She's been able to have them fall here in the second half, but she's getting some good looks.
Yeah, it's a 10-2 run here to open up the second half by the Mustangs. The only 2 points coming at the free throw line, so Thurber's been good in this quarter here so far for the Mustangs, and she's got the basketball now. Comes. This Everett goes and swoops left side underneath, and Beaudry put it up, but they didn't go down, and now Hope Butler's got it. Here comes Butler. Hope gets harassed from behind, and another foul. That's going to be 4 fouls, so.
Yeah, UMA's got to take advantage of this here. The 5th foul here in the quarter is going to put them to the free throw line with 4:18 left to play in this one. They just have to continue to be aggressive, and you're going to see that. I think if they can go a little one-on-one with Sir on one side and just have her dribble drive down in and take the ball to the hole a little bit, Rob, they're going to be able to chip away at this lead. But they got to hit some free throws here.
So Butler gets 1 of 2. Comes the pressure here by the Moose as they go into a full court trap. Chandler True drops it inside. Up and out. Beaudry couldn't get it, and going to get a hold underneath. (33-27). Every now and again, it's a good idea for me to look at the clock and make sure it's accurate, and it has been all night, so we're very happy with that. Both of these facilities are great that we work out of here at the Augusta Civic Center in Kirk Hall, because we can tie into the clock system. Butler's going to pop it home.
That's a great shot.
Yeah, just what the Moose needed there. Back the other way, a little bump.
And that's a good foul right there, Rob, because it shouldn't be in the shooting action because it looked like she was
No, I don't think it will be at all.
Yeah, the foul in the back there, pushing underneath the basket, is actually a good defensive play.
Butler's got it here. Got Sir ahead. Here comes Sir. Lays it up and in.
Number 31.
Cuts the lead to 2. Good run here by the Moose. As they picked up the offense now. Thurber goes, tries to dish it underneath, and I think she's going to get called on a travel as she went up with the ball and the ball got held, but not long enough for tie-up, so it becomes a travel.
Well, yeah, and I think Stevens had her hands right up, Rob, so you're right. She wasn't able to kind of grapple and grab the ball to cause a jump ball. Really nicely done there, the veteran Stevens.
Yeah, Kate's a good heady player, good floor game. LeBlanc pops outside. She's hit a couple of those. Butler's got a rebound put up and another foul called, and let's see where it's going to go. Looks like shots this time here for the Moose.
Yeah, and the UMA just doing a really nice job on the backside boards, Rob. Just put themselves in the right spots to be able to make a secondary play off a miss.
So I think this is in the act of shooting, so it'll be 2 either way.
Right.
It's always 2. Autumn Sudbury. Irons in. I think she got in early. Sometimes as a shooter, you know that thing's going short there and you want to run in and grab it. Then Autumn was a little quick to get in. 33-31. Tight contest here from the Augusta Civic Center. Glad you could join us here for our Moose Call here. Chandler True drops it out. Rebound underneath. I'm thinking it's Beaudry. Yeah, it's Beaudry on the putback. LeBlanc stops, pops, in and out, won't go. Stevens goes up, gets fouled, gets it outside. Sir got it, followed, puts it up, drops it home.
That's a huge bucket there. Kind of a chaotic play there with Stevens down underneath. You called it, Rob. A lot of contact, didn't get called. But what it ended up doing is pulling all the defenders down underneath the basket. And Sir's kind of put one up short, but she was able to follow it, continue forward, get the foul, and the three-point play. So that's a big swing there for UMA.
Sure is. Right side, True. Gets picked up by Sir. True drops it inside. Beaudry spins back out, stolen away. On the hunt is Hope Butler. We'll take a look quickly on that last one that Nate was talking about here.
Yeah, that was right off the short one, but it put her in a great spot to be able to go up, and CM just a little bit out of position trying to make a play on it, causing the foul there.
Hope Butler, she's had a good quarter here. So who's going to pop? That's going to be wide. Stevens got it. Kate Powers. Up and home.
Oh, what a finish. It looked like Toole had her wrapped up her arm, and Kate kind of shook her loose, and it just took Toole right out of the play and put her in a good spot field, put her right up and score.
Yeah, Kate does a good job on her timing on the rebounds and all.
Just reading the ball there, you could tell that was going to be pretty far off, and she's on the backside, like I said before earlier. Here, she's coming in from the backside, and they've done a great job on the backside. Toole just missing it. Then Kate's right there, shakes her off, power dribble up and down and underneath, able to get it home.
Back to action. What a run here by the Moose. Remember, they'd been outscored, Nate, 10-0 to start the third. And now they got a 3-point lead. So they were down by 7, now up by 3. In the corner, pop there is good. That's Chandler True.
14, Chandler True.
1-point lead for the Moose.
And they're going to call Butler with an offensive foul here, using her forearm. Or no, that's going to go on CM, Rob.
So it'll be shots. So after being outscored 10-0 to start, now the third quarter is tied at 14-14 for points. So nice little run here by the Moose. They did a great job of coming back, not getting
one of the
not getting discouraged down 7. You know, they had the wherewithal, they had the poise, and they were able to execute. And they got some big buckets, and the scoring starting to get spread out a little bit too, Nate.
Yeah, and I would say we got to give some credit here to one of the big improvements I see here from UMA in comparison to last year is the woman at the foul line right now, Rob.
Hope Butler,
being able to break the press is a complete game changer here for UMA, because they've always had those pieces with Stevens and down underneath. You have LeBlanc out on the perimeter, but they didn't really have that point guard that could break the press. So CM was able to always contain them, trap them, force a bunch of turnovers, and she's had a very quiet, good game, I guess is a good way to describe it. She's done a lot of little things very well.
15-4 run by the Moose since going down in this one. It was a 10-point run for the Mustangs to start the quarter. Two free throws there by Sarah Mooring. 104. Inside to Stevens, won't go, knocked out of bounds. We're tied 39-39 here from the Augusta Civic Center. Good one here. This is your Moose Call, Munson Media. Tickle will be back here. Into Butterfield, back out to Sir. Sir's going to go. Drives in. Let's see which way they go. They're going to call an offensive foul.
Everett doing a nice job, Rob, right on top, right in the middle of the paint, just setting up Surs as she comes down. Good off-the-ball defense to be able to come over and get in the lane.
Yeah, we'll cue that one up for a dead ball time, Nate. Huntress will hold it outside, skips it to Toole. Toole goes left side, spins right, goes up, classes at home.
Yeah, and that's some of the best footwork. We've seen Toole now, this is her second season. Her ability to spin and her footwork down underneath is some of the best that we've seen. So this is the drive here. You see Surs has got her off the dribble, but Everett, not just Everett, just about every CM player is set up waiting for her to come down.
So back for free throws.
And that's really what the big change here in the swing, Rob, was when they got to 5 fouls early on. It was 4:18 left.
Yeah, and they hadn't scored, and then they got a couple of free throws and started to feel a little bit. The force field came off the basket for them. Got a great one going here, 41-41. About a 2-second differential here on the shot clock. Back outside. Huntress going to go, kicks it right side. True's got to look at a three. She launches, doesn't go. Good kick out. Sudbury running it down. She does. Gets it back outside to Butterfield. Butterfield all the way over it goes to Sir with 5 seconds. Sir. Runner. Won't go. Tipped out of bounds with 0.6 left, and it'll stay. Yes, white ball, they say. It's almost got to be a touch and shot here. 0.6 seconds. And she does, and would have counted. Good execution at that point. So we played 3. You see the score. 41-41. Stay right with us here because we've got an exciting final quarter of action coming up here from the Augusta Civic Center. We're back after this.
When I'm on the road speaking, I'm able to have sidebar conversations with everybody that wants to come talk to me. And I hear about their family and loved ones that are going through maybe cancer, maybe a critical illness, maybe something, being disabled from a job and not having the coverage that they need because their health care just didn't cover it.
I ask that you would allow one of our experienced representatives to come into your business so that we are able to educate you on the value of these very, very important products.
Rob Munzing, Nate Munzing back here, your Munzing Media crew here from the Augusta Civic Center. First of 2 games that we will have here, and first doubleheader of many. All the Augusta Civic Center games for the Moose will be streamed live right on the pages, or the Facebook page, a Munzing Media page, of course, but also right out on the Augusta Athletics Facebook page, UMA Athletics Facebook page. We're putting it out on there as well. So we're glad you could join us. It's been a really good game. 41-41. 10 minutes left to go to decide this one. What a tilt it's been here opening night for the home games. First possession here for the Mustangs. Davila tries to go on Butler, and Butler's going to get called on a little bumpy pool.
Yeah, it's just odd to see some of the calls that don't get made, and then, you know, something like that where it doesn't seem like there's an advantage that's gained. Was there a bump? Yeah, but no advantage gained.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Bumpy pool is an official basketball term. You probably won't find that if you travel to Springfield or any of the places where basketball is Hall of Famed.
Yeah,
so college basketball Hall of Fame, Nate? There must be somewhere, I'm not sure. Comes up to Toole. Little backdoor cut. Nicely done by Toole. And finished by Joyce.
Yeah, Coach Moran's got to be happy with that execution on the inbounds there.
Left side now. Popped out there. Long one. Mallory Chamberlain back in the game. Toole's got the loose ball. Davila got Huntress in the corner, but Tries to go back and serve with a real hustle, and not only that, she deflected it off the Mustangs. So real hustle play that time by Madeline Surr.
Yeah, Sur's been the best player on the court tonight,
Yes.
Rob. She's had a fantastic game early on for the Moose and withstanding this pressure for CM, and then obviously late there in the third.
10-second call. The defense dug in. Yeah, you talked about Surr. 20 points for her. High scorer, Natalie Thurber for the Mustangs. Sydney LeBlanc for your Moose. Chipping in with 9. Hope Butler with 7. Top 3 high scorers. 43-41. Huntress got bumped. So that's 2 quick fouls on the Moose. Stay with us about a half hour after the finish of the women's game. We'll be back on with the men's game. Probably a little less than, probably 25 minutes. We'll probably come on about 20 minutes after. Davila's going to go, and Sur's going to bound it. She's got a lot of rebounds as well. That's a cross pass. Dangerous. Somehow Sur got it. LeBlanc's popping home a 3.
Boy, and Sydney just makes those shots in such clutch moments, Rob. There it kind of looks like, a chaotic play is not going to lead to too much, but Sur's able to pick that thing off of the deflection and get it over to Sydney in her spot. That's the thing, too, with her. You really got to go out and defend her. She's going to sit on her spot because, man, she's been very efficient from that left side wing.
Yes. She's got 3 threes, I think, in the game. We'll see.
I think she's only
2 for 3.
Okay,
2 for 3. 12 points. Rebounded underneath and dropped out and tipped away by Stevens. Yeah, they got it right. It went off White. So get a little momentary delay here as they work something. I'm not sure what it is. We're half a mile away.
Yeah, I'm not sure what they're talking about.
Nice inbounds pass, and Toole will drop it home.
And good call there by Coach Moran. They've been running that one where the near ball offensive player goes up to the elbow to collect the inbound pass, and there just a quick fake turnaround, seal, and Toole's good footwork leads to an easy bucket.
Yeah, she's got 8. That's tipped away. Huntress has got it now. Numbers, Davila. Toole, the trailer, puts it up too hard. Surr with the rebound. Madeline Surr got it back out. LeBlanc going to hold, going to cross it. Head and shoulder fake. They'll swing it now inside to Stevens. Stevens goes to work, gets fouled.
How about that, Rob? And just complete contrasting styles between the two teams, right? And CM's going to push the ball, try and force a turnover, be very, all over the place defensively, trying to get in the lanes and pick the ball, whereas UMA down the other side just doing a really nice job of holding the ball up high, passing where they need to, taking their time, breaking the pressure, and then feeding it down underneath to Stevens.
Kate gets the roll there. That went up dead weight and rolled home. One of 2. Huntress. LeBlanc on her. Huntress all the way down, lays it in. Nice individual effort by Huntress down the right side. 47-45, back and forth we go. Stevens looking for some help now, she'll take it herself. Here comes Kate. Kate goes, gets cut off. Looking for some help here. Looking for, see if she get it to Butler, and she does. Hope, left side. And LeBlanc traveled that time.
Yeah, it looked like LeBlanc wanted to shoot
that. She did, didn't she?
But I think it's one of those things, too, that she is such a spot shooter that she knew that she wasn't quite where she wanted to. So when she turned her shoulders to the basket, that unfamiliar feeling of, I thought it might have been somewhere else, probably creeped across, and made her dribble, and she dragged her foot. Nice take here by Davila.
Davila was able to knife her way through. Used the body, didn't she, and leveraged up. Numbers here, they missed Surr, but Back outside. Petrovic back to Butler. She launches a three. In and out it goes for Hope. Boy, that would have been a good one to get home. Huntress. 6:26 left. Off the right side. In and out. Shot followed. That's Chandler True. No. Here comes LeBlanc. She's 1 on 3. Can she knife through? She does. Got it tipped away out of bounds. Says Justin Underwood. Congratulations to Justin. As we said at the top, just a newlywed. Justin runs the local fish market here in Hollowell. Hollowell Seafood. Terrific basketball player in his time. Lawrence High School. Comes in. Sir's got it. She got a good look at it. That looked good from where we were. It was right down below us and looked online just off. 4-point lead here for the Moose. 6:08 left. Madeline Sir, the high scorer in the game, with 20. Sydney LeBlanc's chipped in with 12 for your Moose. Hope Butler 7. Kate Stevens 3. Butterfield's got 2 and Lesner's got 1. Back outside, Thurber's going to get it to Davila. Dropped inside. Nice step over defense by LeBlanc. That was a nice job. No, that was Jenna Petrovic stepping in. LeBlanc's got it now. Back outside to Stevens. Inside to Hope Butler. Rolls it out. That was too bad. That would have been a good look. Now, Becca Davila comes up with it. She tricky dribbles outside. Now she's in the paint with a spin. Puts it up and drops it out. Almost rolled that one home. That would have been a nice move for Davila, but didn't get down. We thank all of our Moose fans tuning in tonight. Remember, we'll be with you all season long. And we'll also have the away game for the Moose when they play at Central Maine Community College. That's in the second half of the season, second semester. We'll be down there. That's in, I'm not sure when it is, so I won't even say, but it's the second half of the semester. Second semester, second half of the season. Davila's got it ahead. And Alyssa Everett wasn't able to get it in. Here comes the long pass. Petrovic got it up and in. Petrovic on the break, ran the floor. We'll take a quick timeout. Stay right here with it. Our next game in YSCC action will be Thursday night as the Unity College Rams will travel over, and what's been a change in the schedule is scheduled for tomorrow night, but it'll be Thursday night. Kind of a mutually agreed upon. I talked to Coach Andrew Morong of the Mustangs. He said, yeah, it just worked out better for both teams, so they're going to go Thursday night. Then we'll be, our next YSCC action will be down at the Mustangs on a, what do we got? Sunday. We got hockey down there, and we know we got Mustang fans watching. We're back here next week on the 14th. Unity College will be here, and we'll have that game for you, as well as the Central Maine Community College Mustang game, a doubleheader on Muncie Media that night, as we'll be at both sites. That'll keep me up several nights trying to figure out how we're going to do it, but we'll do it. 49-47, 2-point lead. Big possession here as we're halfway through this fourth. Beaudry went in, couldn't get it off. Alyssa Everett tried to get it, but it came right back to Davila on the steal. Davila stops, pops, glass, no. And Sir's got it. She gets it out. Got it to LeBlanc. Got Butler. Butler goes up left-handed and lays it up and in. Nice, pretty put up by Butler. Boy, that was a nice finish.
Yeah, and a very tough shot there. The defender doing a nice job coming over and playing her left hand, Rob. A great finish and focus at the end of that one.
That was a good old-fashioned fast break and a good finish.
Whew, a couple turnovers here for CM. It looks like they've had some pretty good opportunities down underneath.
Yeah, we got time with the ball rolls. Let's take a look at that Butler finish, Nate.
Yeah, you're going to see the ball getting pushed up here on the right side. And a nice job, a late pass, and there it is, Everett coming over. And we've seen her. She had a pretty good defensive game, but Butler able to put that home.
Back to live action. Davila's going to get called on a foul. We'll reset the clock with 4:13 left. The foul situation, we can't put the fouls up on our scoreboard. 2 fouls apiece in the fourth. But that's the 4th foul on Davila.
Yeah, that's a big foul. She's got to really be careful here, Rob.
And Everett's going to get called on a foul, so back-to-back quick fouls. Makes it 3 fouls now for the Mustangs. Tied at 49. A great one brewing here. Kate Stevens to inbound. She's got Thurber on her. LeBlanc. Petrovic's got it now. Jenna Petrovic back outside. Sir's got a pop. Iron, no. She gets a rebound. Baseline pop. Back iron, no. Kate Stevens has got it. Kate wheels, steals, goes up. They let it go, and here comes the break. But Butler almost got a piece of it, but it comes to Huntress. Back outside to Thurber. Davila now. She's thinking the 3. She's shooting the 3. Irons up. LeBlanc. Petrovic now gets it into the hands of Butler. Butler comes left side. To LeBlanc, back outside to Butler. There's going to be trouble, and she can't keep it. Fasten up your seatbelts, 49-49. Davila playing with 4 fouls. Thurber, way outside, won't go. Net kept in bounds. Came to Beaudry, let's see. Didn't keep it in, okay. That's the call, did not stay in. One of the officials with a little bit better look came in. Justin Underwood came in and said, no, that ball was out of bounds. Here comes Butler, Hope on Davila. Davila's playing with 4. Skip back outside to Stevens. Petrovic's going to launch one, won't go. Rebounds loose. Davila's got it. Skips it ahead. Huntress tries to make a move, and they'll say it went out and stays red basketball.
Robin, you could tell based off that last defensive possession for CM that Davila is well aware of her 4th foul.
Yeah.
She kind of sagged off and didn't really try and trap Butler in the corner.
Everett, Irons. And they were going to try to get LeBlanc as she was running the floor, and they could have got her. But a foul called, and
good foul, good foul.
Stopped, I didn't check it. Glad they called timeout. So, folks, who have joined you here on we started the men's game early as the first game timed out. So we're bringing you the end of this game on the men's game. So let all the folks know, send some Facebook messages out so people can find this game. Free throw's good. I'm trying to get the word out on Facebook, let folks know where to look. So you'll find us on the men's game. So it looks like people are finding us, so that's good. Okay, sorry about that. Luckily, they took a timeout. 1:44 left, 51-50.
Oh, great
Back
pass.
cut and good.
Great look by Stevens, Rob, the top of the key. She had an open three, and Sir read it as a shot and went down to try and rebound, but Stevens, seeing the mismatch, got it over the top of the defender, and Sir with the finish.
1 point lead for the Moose. Davila gets a pick by Toole. She shoots it outside. Back iron, no. Knocked away. Here comes Sir with it. 1:12 left. Butler now. Hope pops. Got it! Big hope for Hope Butler! 3 point lead.
1 minute remaining in the game.
Thurber trying to tie it. No, won't go. Butler's got it. She's in trouble. Looks for help. Gets it to Sir. Sir's going to hold. Looking for help here. 47 seconds left. You see the score. In the corner. Shot clock is official. Out of bounds. Got a sub coming in. 40.3 seconds left. 54-51. What an upset this will be. Thurber's got it. She's one of the 3-point shooters. Calls for the pick. Gets it from Beaudry. Thurber's going to take it. Floats it home.
And a great decision there, Rob. Really close to being able to get a fresh clock, so they're going to potentially have last possession.
Shot clock's off.
Ooh. Got to go foul.
Got to go get it. And they do. Finally, True comes up.
You know, as soon as that shot doesn't get on top of the 30-second clock, Rob, you really, if you don't get the turnover in the backcourt, you got to go foul immediately. That way you retain some possession on the offensive side for CM. These are huge foul shots here, and Hope Butler's had a heck of a game. We'll see what happens.
Sure has. Drops it home.
Yeah, completely confident stroke there from Hope on the free throw, Rob.
She had the big bucket there in the last possession. 55-53. Make it a 3-point lead. And she does. So we'll get a timeout. We'll stay right with it here. Set it up for you. 4 fouls on your Moose. So if they foul, they don't have a foul to give. But it's a 3-point game, Nate.
Yeah, that's
so.
Really
That's one of the things to look at with a 3-point lead. You know, you could foul. Yeah. You could foul.
But it comes down to time, Rob.
Yeah.
That's one of the most important parts. If you have one to give, you know, and it's running down, and you get yourself in a position defensively that you're vulnerable, and you're able to foul on the floor and not during a shooting act, which is really important, then you can put them to the line. And if they make 2, no big deal, and you inbound, and you're able to, you know, have the game there. But there are a couple of different, you know, elements to that you need to have, and that's not shoot while they're fouling, not foul while they're shooting, and then obviously the clock. You want to let it run down as much as it can. You don't want to inbound the ball foul right away.
Right. So we hope you found this game. This game ran a little bit long, and we have to time everything up for the end and the start of the next one. So I immediately started the men's game. Luckily, it was during a timeout, so we didn't miss any of the action. So we're now on the men's game, and we'll just let that roll through at the end of this one. So we'll see. We'll see what's going to transpire. They need a 3. Thurber's one of the 3-point shooters. They get it back outside. True, she launches. Back iron, no, won't go, and a foul in the rebounding action.
A bit of a soft foul there, Rob. They didn't look like there was much contact, maybe anticipated by the official. or there was a timeout called. I don't know if it's a foul or a timeout.
Yeah,
it was
well,
a timeout.
we're going to stay here no matter what it is. Boy, oh boy, oh boy, the Moose have played the game of their lives tonight. We're so glad you're able to find us here. Sorry that we went off the air for just a minute.
This would be a huge upset.
Oh my gosh, yes.
Rob.
Well, I forget what the win streak is at. This says men's game, but of course this is the women's game that ran long. We kicked it in the gear on the men's game when our timer went off, so I'm glad I caught that, Nate. What a game this has been for the Moose. They lead it by 56 to 53. They called the timeout.
Well, CM needs a steal here, Rob.
The ball come into the front court. They got a good look at that last three, just rang out. Kate Stevens to inbound. They don't get the steal, you got to figure they're going to foul, and they foul, actually.
Yeah, and that's a good play there. You know, you're going to put him to the line right away.
With no time going off the clock, so.
Right. The other thing, too, is who they fouled, right? I mean, there are some good free throw shooters on the court here for UMA. If you were able to rank them here, this is probably a good foul if you're CM.
So big free throws. We'll let you see it unfold. Basically, just need to hit one of them.
Just need one. Just need this one right here.
Petrovic into it. Puts it up, rolls it out, rebound, and quick timeout. That'll move the ball to the front court. So the drama continues. We'll stay right here with it.
Yeah, CM still has life, Rob.
Yes, they do.
Very well done there. And the foul with no time expiring.
Yeah,
the inbound was important.
The time you're seeing on the clock is the timeout time, so that'll click back in. What a game this has been. Great job by the Moose. But as Nate just told you, the Mustangs have life, and they've got a bevy of three-point shooters. And when we look at it, you're looking at Thurber, Huntress, three-point shooters. Davila's a three-point shooter.
That's one of the interesting things there is that they can put almost five, ladies on the court that can all hit. So in the defense of the perimeter is obviously the priority here for UMA. But also, if you're CM, you want to get an inbound and shot up in case of a miss, or you might have the ability to put it back. Get easy puck in, stop the clock.
Well, either that or what you do is you kick it back out for another three if you get the rebound. So we'll see how they do it. They've got Chandler True out there. She's a three-point shooter. Thurber, we said, Davila, and Toole is the rebounder in underneath. Davila's going to inbound across the way. Thurber goes to the corner. They get it into Toole. It's tipped away. The Moose got it. LeBlanc's got it. She's going to be fouled with 4.3 seconds left. So the inbounds came in, and the steal by Sydney LeBlanc. What a play. And now she'll go to the free throw line.
Yeah, it need a little bit more crisper of a pass than the ball kind of floated a little high.
Got it. Big one.
Yeah, and LeBlanc might be one of their best shooters from the floor, Rob. So this is, for UMA, this is almost the best case scenario here.
Sydney with 13 points now. 14 points for Sydney, and she puts it 2 for 2 home, 58 to 53. What a win this will be for Coach Seavey. It'll be his first victory at the helm of the Moose.
Yeah,
they've got to hang on for 4.3 over the defending national champions. A signature win. Of course, we don't want to go too quick. As they say, stranger things have happened, but Nate, I'd have driven off the Memorial Bridge if we missed the end of this one.
Yeah.
If I hadn't. with the thing timing out, and at least I was smart enough to start the men's game right away. So, and it was still on the Facebook page or wherever people were watching, it popped up. So we hope everybody found it. We apologize for that. It's just such a tight wire act that we have to do when we have back-to-back games. So 4.3 seconds left. And probably the Moose want to make sure they don't really contest. They don't want to foul a three-point shooter, and they won't. Goes up. They'll kick it back out to Davila at the buzzer. It won't count if it goes. It was after the buzzer, and the Moose have won this one in an upset in YSCC action, 58-53. We'll take a look at the final stats here as the kids go through the line. What a win for Coach Seavey. His first at the helm of the Moose. Madeline Sir was high scorer in the game, 23 points, 10 of 22, 1 of 5 from the three-point range, 2 of 3 at the free throw range. She had 18 rebounds as well. What a game for Madeline Sir, player of the game. She gets the Moose call here from Munzing Media. Sydney LeBlanc, 14 points, the 2 big free throws at the end of the game to seal it here. Hope Butler, good floor game all around, 4 for 8. And she ends up with 13 points. Kate Stevens, 3 points, but so many things done in underneath. She had 10 rebounds. She had 4 assists. She did a great job on the floor. Katie Butterfield, she chipped in with 2. Jenna Petrovic chipped in with 2. Cassidy Lesnar with 1 point for the Moose. For the Mustangs, it was Natalie Thurber, high scorer with 13 points. Mackenzie Beaudry had 8. Elena 2 with 8. Rebecca Davila, 7 points. Alyssa Everett, 5. Kylie Joyce, she chipped in with 4. Kristen Huntress with 2. Sarah Mooring with 2. Chandler True had 2. Casey Maloney with 2 points for the Mustangs. So what a win for the Moose. So we'll take a little break here. In fact, what we're going to do is we won't shut down. We will stay right up with this. Remind you the final score, 58-53 for the Moose. So we're going to attempt maybe during the halftime of the men's game. We'll try to get somebody up here to talk about the win. Maybe Coach Seavey or one of the players. Maybe we'll be able to get Madeline Sir up here to talk about this great big win for your Moose. Well, that's going to do it. What we're going to do is give us a little time. We're going to continue to let this game roll during the warm-up. So it's going to go to the preview screen for about 20 minutes as we let this game roll. As if you're just joining us for the men's game, the women's game timed out on us, so what we had to do was to immediately start the men's game so that we could catch the end of it. So that's what we did, and so the men's game will continue to roll, but it'll have the screen up on it. So stay with us. We're going to catch our breath after that one. 58-53. The Moose win it. We're back for the men's game soon.